Los Angeles, home of the collagen implant and penis enlargement. Last bastion of fat-free, and stay tuned after these messages from our sponsor. It's also home to 21-year-old tattooist Shanda, who lives here with her parents. But her heart wants to take her from Hollywood to Hollyoaks, 6,000 miles away in Chester.
I'm going to England to visit my boyfriend Steve because I haven't seen him for 6 months and I really truly miss him, so I need to make this journey.
Shanda's boyfriend is Steve Perry, a 23-year-old Welsh barman who's lived in Chester for the last year. He's convinced that this love is real.
Being 6 months apart and not having, touched each other for 6 months, it's going to be weird. You have to learn things all over again, and go back through all the motions all over again. But I don't think that's much apprehension. I think it's more excitement than apprehension.
I know Steve because I met him on the internet.
They met in a chat room where they swapped tattoo stories. Although they met by chance and love was random, the intensity of their feelings grew.
Neither Shanda or I were looking for love when we met on the internet. We just happened to be in the same place at the same time one night. Kind of 1 in a million chance. There was definitely something there. You could feel there was something there. We were connecting.
We agreed so much on everything. It was just amazing. When Steve sent me a photograph, I thought, wow, what a hunk, I found the perfect guy.
After about 2 weeks, I think we phoned each other up for the first time, and that was very strange.
We just got so interested in each other and we wanted to know more and more about each other. And what we heard we liked, so I think that's when it started.
They felt compelled to meet, so 6 months ago, Steve flew out to LA. Virtual love turned real and into 10 days of passion.
It was like 24/7. We went everywhere with each other. We went to bed together. We woke up together. We showered together in the morning. We didn't stop touching, so we couldn't we had that week together. We were just draining each little second out together.
But as the song says, it was more than physical.
After I visited her, I just started to realise I really did love her and that she really was a lot more than I expected, a lot more than I'd ever imagined. And I think then I fell in love with her.
Definitely in love with Steve. Steve's the first boyfriend I've ever been in love with, and I truly do mean it.
Shanda's bought her ticket, booked time off from her job, and has even changed her hairstyle ready for her trip to England. But she's neglected to get one thing: a passport.
Part Armenian and Polish and German. I came over when I was about 5 years old, and I've been living here for 16 years now because I'm 21 years old. And I never, thought about, getting a new passport or citizenship because I was young and I didn't really think of those things.
Shanda thought she could get a special pass issued to people travelling in exceptional circumstances. But falling in love with a Chester barman isn't deemed exceptional enough, and she's off to the British Consulate to beg and see if there's anything they can do.
It's really getting to me because, I don't know, I didn't used to be so sensitive about things. I didn't really used to care, but there's something about Steve that makes me want to care. He just, I don't know, he just brings all these emotions to me. I never used to cry, now I cry.
Steve's blissfully unaware of her problems. He's finished work and is planning a night out with his mates. They're looking forward to meeting a tattooed woman from the internet, the email lover Steve's declared undying love for. In LA, Shanda's worried that her passport to passion might not be issued.
I'm feeling really nervous because it's a place where they're going to tell me if I do go to England or not, and hopefully I will.
Meanwhile, Steve arrives at the club, but his mind is somewhere in the land of low cholesterol and liposuction.
You have fun, you go out, you have a good time, you get drunk, have a laugh, but at the end of the day, you're not having 100% fun because you're 6,000 miles away from the one you love. There might still be a chance. And so she was very upset on the phone then, and she was talking about how she got this letter and how she'd phoned the place up and there'd been no use to her and everything, the immigrations and passport agency. So I said, well, we can go round to the actual place, we can get an appointment, go round there. So she did that.
Following her appointment at the British Consulate, Shanda is not happy.
It's all bullshit, basically. Because I went in there and I explained everything and they gave me stupid papers. They said I need to have a valid passport and I don't, so I can't even travel. So the whole trip here was for nothing, and they could have told me that on the phone, but they didn't. So I'm really angry right now, and later on I'm gonna be really sad.
Back home that evening, Shanda phoned Steve to break the bad news.
Hello?
Hello?
You okay, baby?
No.
What happened?
I'm really pissed off. I went there, like I said, they didn't do anything, honey. They're all like, oh, you're supposed to have a passport and all that. It's really shitty, babe.
It was more upsetting for her, with her already packed and looking forward to coming across. From that, maybe one of the reasons just to calm her down was I thought, well, why don't I just push forward coming across to see you?
I kind of thought he was joking, and I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's like, yeah, I'm serious. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm very happy.
It's 2 weeks later and Steve's made a life-changing decision. He's not just going to visit Shanda for a holiday, he's going to try and make a life for himself in LA. So he's leaving his home in Chester for the last time to head for the airport. 6,000 miles away, Shanda is dolling herself up for a night out on LA town to celebrate.
I will, I'll phone you.
There are a lot of clubs in Los Angeles, about a couple thousand. There's a few that I go to which plays progressive. I like to go to those because they're pretty upbeat, and plus you get to, dance, like you would at a rave, like with glow sticks and everything. I think that makes it more fun.
Seeing her tomorrow, it's going to be like quite nervous. It's going to be like meeting each other for the first time again. I guess it's going to be nervous as well as exciting.
I waited 6 months for this. 6 months.
7 months, baby.
7 months.
I was working out on the way here. Absolute time.
Without further ado, they head off to Shanda's family home so Steve can check out her new tattoos.
Okay, we finally arrived.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend some quality time.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
But for
And have all the hugs that we missed and I missed out. Okay.
Next day, they contemplate their future.
If we did live with each other, there'd definitely be some arguments on the horizon. No, I don't mean like, splitting up arguments, I just mean like,
Yeah, so it's just, your temper, your Welsh temper.
What Welsh temper?
Get mad at a little thing.
And you're silly sometimes. You're daft.
As the couple goes shopping, Steve realises that his love life is rich, but the American dream has a price tag. It's difficult when you don't have a passport to work. No green card, no luck.
So I'll be looking for more jobs and stuff like that, working on the docks or something, gutting fish, I don't care, cash in hand. We will work out a way to be with each other. We're going to be with each other for a long time. And we know actually it might be easy for us to get married in the sense of, it means I can stay in America and work, but we wouldn't do it that way because it would just take away from the romance of it, we want to get married on our own terms, we'll get married because we love each other.
If I had a chance to pick somebody to marry, it would definitely be Steve because I love him and he's very special to me.
And since the making of this film, Steve and Shanda got engaged in LA.